This is 7 National News, and in our top story, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, toured a number of facilities at Dubai International Airport on Saturday. The ruler of Dubai was accompanied by the chairman and president of Dubai's Civil Aviation Authority and chairman of Emirates Airline and Group, His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Saeed Al Maktoum, and they toured Terminal 3. His Highness also inspected around 50 Emirates Airline check-in counters for first and business class. He was briefed by His Highness Sheikh Ahmed on passenger traffic at Dubai International Airport, which rose by 15% in July compared with the same period last year, and growth is expected to continue as passenger numbers reach 80 million by the end of the year. The ruler of Dubai expressed his satisfaction with the upgrade of services and facilities for travellers, a move that he said has earned the country a good reputation. The royal delegation then rode the monorail from Terminal 3 to the Emirates Airbus A380 Concourse 3, home to the airliner's growing fleet of super jumbos. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces, and the visiting Saudi Minister of Foreign Affairs, Adel Al Jubeir, discussed ways to enhance bilateral ties and interests under the vision of the country's leadership. The meeting, which took place at Al Shati Palace, saw both parties review a variety of issues of common concern in relation to advancing GCC joint action in confronting challenges and bolstering stability, security and development in the region. His Highness expressed his firm belief in Saudi Arabia as a cornerstone which will enable the Arab region to overcome the current state of instability, and that he was proud of the UAE-Saudi partnership for serving the best interests of the two countries and the region alike. The two sides also affirmed their support to Yemen. A ship carrying 450 tons of humanitarian food supplies has arrived at the port of Bosaso as a part of the UAE's efforts to help alleviate the suffering of people over in Somalia. This comes under the directives of the UAE President, His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, and His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces. A spokesperson at the Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan Foundation said that the humanitarian shipment included 11 different varieties of basic food supplies to help ease the suffering of those in Somalia who are facing difficult humanitarian conditions. As a part of an effort to reduce jaywalking and run-over accidents on Dubai's roads, the RTA has announced plans to build 10 new footbridges in the Emirate, which will take the total to 120 by 2017. According to the RTA, the bridges will be built at vital locations based on studies that identified key areas that are witnessing a high proportion of run-over accidents and intensity of traffic movement. Among other factors include movement of people between the two sides of the road, the distance to the nearest pedestrian crossing and location of bus stops. As a part of the plan, 2 bridges will be constructed on Banyas Road, the first near the Department of Land and Properties and the second near Dubai Municipality. 1 road will be constructed on Khalid bin Walid Road, nearby Al Rifa to Al Sadiat Road, in addition to a bridge nearby Al Tawar Centre, a bridge on Al Ittihad Road nearby Donata, a bridge on the Arabian Ranches Road, Road 323, a bridge on Al Manqul Road, a bridge on Latifa bint Hamdan Road nearby Al Khail Mall Road, a bridge near Bal Ramatha Club, and a bridge on the Dubai Al Ain Road nearby the Sky Courts building. The authority has also revealed that works on 7 additional bridges are still ongoing and have reached 30% completion, with plans to launch them during the first quarter of 2016. Commenting on the announcement, His Excellency Mata Al-Taya, the chairman of the RTA, stated that footbridges have contributed towards decreasing pedestrian fatality rates from 9.5 deaths per 100,000 in 2007 to just 1 in 2014. And Sharjah police are warning motorists that anyone caught for reckless driving in residential areas will be fined 2,000 dirhams, in addition to 12 black points and a 30-day vehicle impoundment. The director of the detective branch at Traffic and Patrols in Sharjah, Major Marzouk Khalfan, was quoted in a newspaper as saying that impounded vehicles cannot be released in exchange for cash. Police officials added that the traffic police will also closely monitor vehicles that cause noise and inconvenience on the roads for others, as well as those drifting and indulging in stunts. Emirati women are more likely to consider a position in banking and finance, while Emirati men are more likely to work in defence and security at 52%. That's according to the latest survey. The results of a study on Emiratisation conducted by Oxford Strategic Consulting show that Emirati women at 29% are more likely to lean towards finance jobs than their male counterparts at 11%. When given a choice between the public and private sector, many nationals tend to prefer the public sector. Yet, 74% of UAE citizens surveyed felt that the private sector was very important or extremely important for employment. The survey also showed that Emiratis were more likely to work in administration than any other role at 54%, and women were no more likely than men to prefer such a role. Nationals under the age of 30 were also more likely than those aged above 30 to feel it was easy to find a job at 64% versus 44%. And finally, looking to other news now, little ones now have the chance to meet some of their favourite Looney Tunes characters at the Mirdif and Deira city centres, as they are now in town with a host of entertaining shows. More visitors can look forward to meeting Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Tweety and Sylvester, who will be entertaining their audience with live performances and interactive games. It will be an ideal chance for youngsters to get their pictures taken with their favourite characters during the meet and greet sessions after every performance. The action began last week at the Mirdif City Centre, which will continue until the 7th of August, before they make their way over to the Deira City Centre for 10 more days of entertainment. Part of their schedule, Sylvester and Tweety will showcase their on-screen antics with 3 25-minute shows, together with a kids' art workshop. Following the move to Deira, it will be time for Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny to star in the daily shows titled Run, Rabbit, Run until the 17th of August. Children can also head into the Bugs Bunny zone, where they can watch cartoons and take part in the art workshop. The shows have been organised as a part of the Dubai Summer Surprises, which continues until the 2nd of September this year.